13 is on your side.
Welcome back. We've got a big event happening this Saturday, and it's all to support research and information going toward a cure for Crohn's disease here in our community. Of course, this is a disease that impacts people across the world, and there's a local family working to make sure that more money is put toward that research and that cause for a cure. So I'm joined here in studio by John and Adam Fine. Guys, thanks so much for being here to talk about this. This is a cause very near and dear to both of your hearts. Tell me a little bit about why.
So I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease when I was 10 years old, so I'm 17 now, 7 years ago. And it is a chronic illness. It is like a large intestine. You have inflammation in there. So lots of stomach pain, lots of late nights just trying to get through it.
Yeah.
And then my dad was diagnosed about a year and a half ago.
Something like that, yeah.
And so that kind of just like furthered our motivation to try to one day find a cure.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, this is something that I know I knew about it, but there's a lot of people that don't necessarily know about this disease, or, you know, maybe it's something that they are dealing with and aren't necessarily aware of. Do you mind talking a little bit? I mean, is this what you thought was going on when you were diagnosed, or did it take a while to find that, you know, this was it?
So, I mean, I think when we found out, I mean, I was so young, I had no clue what it was. I was just like, I'm sick. This will be over in like 2 weeks. I just thought it was a cold, but.
Right.
I mean,
so when we found out, like, there was definitely some bathroom-related issues that were going on, and we were like, okay, what is all this? And then it just kind of quickly took hold, and again, he would just be up all night, just in pain, not being able to articulate, you know, like what's going on.
Yeah.
And eventually you kind of just start narrowing things down, and then they said, oh, yeah, he has Crohn's. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And like, I couldn't even spell it. And, you know, still it's 50-50. But, you know, you just kind of work through the process and go from there.
And for you, I mean, to be, you know, he was diagnosed as a young child. For you to find out just about a year ago, is that pretty typical? Is that more rare?
I think it's more unusual. They said I had it for quite a long period of time. It was probably more just of a mild case, and now it's just got older. It presented, and, you know, now I have more issues as I'm getting older. Like anybody else, I have more issues.
Yeah. And so you guys, you know, you have this that you're dealing with as a family, and, you know, it's, I'm sure, so much to deal with as it is, but you thought, okay, what can we do about this to not only help ourselves, but other people who are dealing with the same diagnosis?
Right. So basically when this happened, there were so many people that were so kind reaching out with this. Is there anything we can do? And realistically, there was not much anything that we could do. So let's have an event, let's have it be fun, let's find a way to raise money and have a good time and try to like move the ball forward. And that's kind of what we did, and it kind of took on a life of its own. Yeah,
and so now on Saturday, the 7th annual EuCure for Crohn's is what you guys are having. So you've been having this pretty much since right after you were diagnosed, which is really incredible. This event, I'm sure many folks have heard of it, but if they haven't, what is this all about this weekend? So basically, if you come, it's a card tournament. We play 10 rounds of euchre, and they're 17-minute rounds. So the whole thing plays in about 3 hours. While you're there, we will have food, we will have drinks, we will have 38 different raffle packages there that you can bid on. If you don't want to play euchre and you just want to come and present and give us your money, we will gladly accept that. It is why, I mean, it is a fundraiser after all, but we want you to have a good time. Yeah. And that's the goal. Like, it's a good community. People will be fun. It'll be a good time. And we just had some pictures playing. I mean, it certainly looks like a really fun community time. You guys average, you know, hundreds of people that show up each year. So last year we had 225 players, had probably about 300 people walk through the door. And so far, and correct me if I'm wrong, more than $283,000 that you guys have raised. Correct. That is incredible. Yep. And that's all going toward finding, you know, a cure for folks like yourselves and others across the world that, you know, have this disease. Exactly. We figured we might as well do something to move it forward for everybody. Have you guys seen it grow a lot since you sort of first started to now year 7? So I think the first year we probably had like 120 people there, and I think we raised $20,000. And then we've seen it, you know, yes, it's generally grown over time. And as you do anything else, you refine the process and try to make it bigger and do more TV spots and do different things and see what you can do. Yeah, and you guys brought some of the stuff that's going to be auctioned and raffled off, some really cool stuff. You want to walk us through what you brought on the table? Because I know at least meteorologist Blake Hansen over there is going to have some interest. So this is an autographed Tariq Skubal jersey with a Cy Young inscription. There's the word. There's an autographed Lions helmet signed by Jahmyr Gibbs. Very nice.
Very popular guy.
Our sports anchor was eyeing that at the moment he walked into the studio.
This is an autographed Taylor Swift CD. I'm too young to know what those are, but I've heard they're cool.
You're ridiculous.
Brutal.
Anyway, and then we have a Nintendo Switch if you're not really into sports, music, and we have many other things for more discriminating
this is just
taste.
a taste.
Yes,
Very cool.
exactly.
And to see this coming together of folks in our community to support you guys, but support, the cause overall. I mean, what does that mean to you to see?
Honestly, it's just a blessing to see everyone kind of come together when I was so young and just support us through it.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see, and I mean, I'm just very grateful for it to this day.
Yeah, and for people out there who may be, I guess, wondering if this is something that they're dealing with, what would you guys encourage them to do as far as, seeing if this is something that they also are diagnosed with?
I mean, I guess if you have stomach pains or something, I mean, it's just like anything else. Talk to your doctor because a lot of people will give you a lot of opinions, and you can look anything in the internet. You don't know anything. Go talk to an actual professional, and they will give you the proper advice and things like that.
Awesome. All right, well, let's pop the information up for this weekend so that folks can take a peek here. This is all happening at St. Mary's Visitation School. It's this Saturday. There's the address on your screen in Byron Center. Doors open at 5. The tournament, as they mentioned, starts at 6:30. This is a 21+ event, and it is $30 a person. And again, all of this money will go back to research toward finding a cure for Crohn's and colitis. Guys, thanks so much for coming in. Anything I'm missing here? Anything else you want to share just about this journey?
All I wanted to say is that you will never have a better time for $30.
There you go. I love that. What really can you do for $30 these days? That's going to be super fun. So I love that. Yeah. Awesome. Well, guys, thanks so much for coming in and sharing your story. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we can get a couple more people and, tick those numbers up a little bit more from what you did last year. Yeah. We're going to take a